Princess Cristina was beautiful, of a serious and gentle beauty, tall in stature, white in complexion, two large waves of ring brown locks poetically adorned the pale face, illuminated by two large expressive eyes. Dressed in a blue and white dress, the color of the sky she was destined for, and she wore a large diadem of diamonds. She did not dance because the street etiquette did not allow it. Attracted by that nice, distinguished, and at the same time so modest personality, I had no eyes and sympathies except for her, the only attractive one among those crowded heads. Maria Cristina, Carlotta, Giuseppa, Gaetana, Efisia of Savoy was born on 14 November 1812 in Cagliari, where the parents Victor Emmanuel I of Sardinia and Maria Theresa of Austria-Este were in exile. In 1815, Maria Cristina and the sisters Maria Beatrice, Marianne, and Maria Theresa reached Turin with their mother, where the king had returned a year earlier because the political conditions having changed. The princesses grew up at court in a very religious environment, led by the queen and the father confessor Giovan Battista Terzi. When she was 9, her father, King Victor Emmanuel I of Sardinia, had to renounce the throne. After a period of exile in Nice, he settled with his whole family in Moncalieri, where he died after 3 years in 1824. In the following 2 years, Maria Cristina participated with her mother and the sister Marianne in the opening rites of the Jubilee of 1825 in Rome. On her return, she settled in Genoa, reducing her activities to training and running the house. When she was 20, her mother also died. Her only comfort remained Giovan Battista Terzi. She was a woman of uncommon intelligence, cultured and expert in disciplines such as physics and the classification of precious stones. Maria Cristina wanted to become a cloistered nun, but her spiritual director dissuaded her. He knew, in fact, that Charles Albert had destined her as a bride to the King of Naples, Ferdinand II. The religious ceremony took place in Genoa on 21 November 1832. On 26 November, the bride and the groom embarked for Naples, where they arrived on the 30th. Under torrential rain, they were greeted by a cheering and enthusiastic crowd. Maria Cristina began her reign alongside 22-year-old Ferdinand, who had already reigned for 3 years. Contrary to popular belief, the Holy Queen, as she was called by the Neapolitans, loved Ferdinand II. Her husband was never able to love her. Within her new family, Maria Cristina became very attached to her sister-in-law, Princess Marie Antoinette, 2 years younger than her. At court she read the Bible every day, and her religiosity was soon known in the palace and by the people. Her humility and charity were immense and conquered the Neapolitans. She sent money and linen, gave shelter to the sick, a roof for the dispossessed, maintenance allowances for young people in moral danger, and she financially supported the religious institutes. She arranged, in agreement with the king, that part of the money destined for the celebration for their wedding was used to give a dowry to 240 young brides. After 3 years of marriage, Maria Cristina had not yet given birth to an heir. This fact made her suffer a lot. Finally, in 1835, she realized she was expecting a baby. She spent the last months of her pregnancy in the Palace of Portici to be more calm, but she had a sort of presentiment. In fact, the future king, Francis II, was born on 16 January 1836, and already on the 29th, Maria Cristina was dying from complications that had occurred. Taking the long-awaited heir in her arms and handing him to the king, her husband, she said, "You will answer God and the people, and when he grows up, you will tell him that I am dying for him." On 31 January 1836, in full communion with God, she fell asleep forever. She was just over 23 and had been queen for just 3 years. The solemn funeral was celebrated on 8 February, but her body remained until 31 January 1858 in the Royal Deposit Room. The ecclesiastical authorities, in the face of the fame of holiness that had already surrounded Queen Maria Cristina in her lifetime, arranged the recognition of the body and its translation to the Basilica of Santa Chiara in Naples. Subsequently, for the Holy Queen, the procedures for beatification began. On 6 May 1937, Pope Pius XI signed the decree by which Maria Cristina was declared venerable. However, in the following years, the lawsuit slowed down due to World War II. In 1958, following the restoration work of the complex of Santa Chiara, a survey of the body of the Venerable was arranged. It was found intact despite the passage of time. Finally, on 2 May 2013, Pope Francis authorized the promulgation of the decree which declared the healing examined to be miraculous and obtained through the intercession of Venerable Maria Cristina of Savoy. It was the healing of Maria Vallarino, who had been ill since June 1866 from a malignant tumor. Maria entrusted herself to the intercession of Queen Maria Cristina. She ingested a fragment of tissue that belonged to her and invoked the Lord. The disease quickly regressed, and after a week it was declared missing. Maria Vallarino died 39 years later and had no recurrence. The rite of beatification took place on 25 January 2014 in the Basilica of Santa Chiara in Naples. After her death, Ferdinand II remarried to Maria Theresa of Austria. The son, Francis, married to the sister of the famous Empress Elizabeth of Austria, called Sisi, the Duchess Marie-Sophie in Bavaria. Francis and his wife had a daughter, Maria Cristina Pia, who, however, lived only 2 months.